All right. Today's episode is going to be, can we get this TTR-225 with a Temu top end running? Was scrolling Marketplace looking for something to fiddle with and come across this ad from a younger guy who tried to do a top end on his bike. It blew up a couple weeks after he bought it. He had it all put together and it wasn't starting for him, so I had him bring it over. Bottom end was spinning, no valve train movement, so last night I got it tore down a bit and the lower timing chain wasn't, or the timing chain wasn't on the lower sprocket on the crank. So I got that all put together, cranked on it a bunch last night. It was backfiring through the carb, but wasn't doing much else. I think it's low on compression, so we're gonna start off today doing a compression test. He said he didn't hone the cylinder, it's a new one, so I don't know what kind of specs they're running in China. So yeah, I'm gonna run a compression test and probably tear it all down. All right. As far as I can tell, the interwebs say that this should be at 170 or 171 PSI. I think it's the same or a very similar motor to the XT-225. It's a lot easier to find info on that than a TTR-225 for some reason. So we're gonna see what we got and go from there. All right, well, I mean, either this compression tester broke or I think I found the issue. Yeah, I guess it's time to start investigating a bit, but that is not too promising. It's got a bad solenoid, so we'll... We got nothing happening here. So, all right. Well, I guess I'll throw my finger over the plug and feel for sure, but I think that might be our starting point here. All right, and if by some chance you're here trying to figure out how to take your TTR-225 top end off, you got your two screws holding your cover over this timing gear. There's a small bolt in here for your timing chain tensioner, and this is a screw-in style. It's not an auto tensioner. There's no spring that's constantly pushing tension on here. It is a small flathead down in this hole, and it is reverse thread. So if you turn it as if you were going to tighten a regular bolt, it will loosen your tensioner and give you this. So now I'm going to pop that off and keep tearing down, but figured I'd give a little step here. Try not to bore everyone with a full time lapse me tearing this down. So careful not to drop my timing chain, like I just about did right after saying I didn't want to drop it. That's good. All right, so let's see what we got other than milky oil. Grab a rag. this is focusing too good, but there's some cross hatching in there. No. I guess I'll tear into it a little further, see if I find anything that looks extremely out of place. Alright, so I was looking at the head, and I was about to put some brake clean in here, see if I could see it running out of either port. So I got a bolt in the spark plug hole right now. And before I even made it that far, I don't know if you can quite pick it up here. I mean, this one's, you know, it's dirty 20-year-old head. We're going to clean it up a bit. But our exhaust valve here is not seating quite the way we would want it to. Let's see if this works out. Where are we at? Shine that in there. Huh. Right there, you could see my light shining through. So, I'd be willing to bet that is where our compression issues lie. So, oh, sorry, I'm new to the gimbal. I'll give that a whirl. All right, so we give this a little crack. There's our intake. Let's get that exhaust valve open. See what we can see in here. Yeah, I can't get it to pick up on camera, but she is pretty dirty. So let me start cleaning this up, and I will get back to you on the wrong way how to clean your valve. All right, yeah. So I didn't have anything to pull the rocker arms, so there's some planes flying over. I cleaned as much carbon out of here as I could. I keep losing that spot. There we go. Looky there. No more. I'd be willing to bet that I can throw this on and we will have some compression again. So I'm gonna throw the camera up on a time lapse, throw this hat on, and I'll be back when I'm running a compression test on this thing again. All right, this right here is going to be compression test part 2. All right, well, we're not ideal, and I got oil on my lamp. Let's get this to focus. Oh, come on. There it is. We're at 125. I mean, nothing's seated in yet. We haven't gotten a heat cycle through it, so I'm gonna slap it together and give it a whirl. All right, my gimbal died died right before I did that. So we got full choke, ignition on, 120 pounds of compression. Let's see what she does. Nothing, naturally. How about now? All right, so it fires up, it runs. It does need the valves adjusted again and double check that timing chain. That manual tensioner is new to me, so it ain't perfect, but yeah, look at that. The Temu parts work.